StayWavyTV, ride the vibe with me, splash through your screen, drip clean like the sea, high tide energy, never on mute.
Thug responds to Gunna sneak dissing him on Instagram. For those that don't know, this is what Gunna posted on Instagram 2 days ago. He said, "The real flex is keeping a good heart when life keeps giving you reasons not to. When you've been lied to, used, switched up on, and counted out, but you still show love. You still got loyalty in you. Still show up for people even when nobody showed up for you. That's rare, that's powerful. Because this world will test you, drain you, and try to turn you cold. And if you still moving with good intentions after everything you've been through, you got the kind of heart they can't find twice," right? So he obviously was talking about, Young Thug doing an interview on Big Bank where he basically voiced, his disappointment in Gunna ratting on them, saying that YSL is a gang and that he saw people in YSL committing crimes, you know what I'm saying? So Young Thug went on Twitter, which is now known as X, and said, "Nigga acting like he the victim," right? And it gets even more interesting because last night at Gunna's concert, Young Thug's father showed up at the concert and, gave Gunna a big ass hug, man. Gave him a nice bear hug, you feel me? Shout out to Academics for posting this picture of Gunna hugging Young Thug's dad. And Academics said, "Young Thug Pops attends another Gunna concert. Do y'all think he should help Jeffrey and Gunna put their issues behind them?" Listen, man, at this point, bruh, I think 21 Savage got to be the one to squash this beef, because 21 Savage, he just did an interview like 2 or 3 days ago on Big Bank as well, because 21 Savage just put out a new album this past Friday. And 21 Savage basically said that when Gunna first got out of jail, he contacted 21 Savage, called him and, pretty much told him what was going on. And 21 told Gunna like what he said is not a good look. And Gunna basically told 21 Savage that he got tricked. He didn't know that he was snitching. He basically said that his lawyer told him that, he wasn't incriminating Young Thug in any way, which obviously was cap. And 21 Savage feels like Gunna didn't do it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody's gonna squash the beef between Young Thug and Gunna, it has to be 21 Savage, man. 21 Savage, I think he should have both of these dudes meet up in person. He should be the mediator, you know what I'm saying? And look, man, if they gotta throw hands, man, let them throw hands, bruh. Let Thug and Gunna throw hands, man. May the best man win. Let them squabble, you feel me? Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Let them squabble up real quick. And just put that shit behind them. Like, I'm not saying that, Gunna and Thug should go back to doing songs together and, do a collaboration album together. But at least it ain't no beef, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bruh, if we being honest, bruh, Gunna doesn't need Young Thug no more. He's proven that, right? He came out of jail. The whole world was calling him a rat. And he dropped one of the hottest albums of the year. One of the best rap albums of the year. You feel me? Had a big impact. You know what I'm saying? This was not a 6ix9ine situation. This is not like when 6ix9ine got out of prison and, the whole rap game basically turned their back on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got blackballed. His songs wasn't being played on the radio. The whole Gunna thing was just completely different. And I think it has a lot to do with the way that Gunna's been moving since he came out. Like, if you look at how Gunna's been moving since he got out of jail versus how Young Thug has been moving since he got out of jail, it's night and day. Gunna came out of jail, right, in shape, kept going to the gym, got in the best shape of his life, went immediately back to dropping good music, dropped a couple good singles, dropped a good album. And Gunna just been staying out the way, just putting out good music. Young Thug, he came out of jail, right? Overweight, right? We never seen Young Thug this out of shape, you know what I'm saying? And, I'm not on no Diddy type shit, but as a rapper, we got to be honest, right? Your image matters. Like, you guys remember when Chris Brown came out of prison and he was fat? Everybody was talking about that shit. Like, people pay attention to things like that, right? So Thug gets out of jail, right? And he immediately goes back to the Young Thug that got himself in jail in the first place, right? Going on Twitter, calling Gunna a rat, this and that. Then the phone calls from when he was in jail leaked out where he's talking about Future. He's talking about Drake. He's talking about Glorilla. Just bad-mouthing everybody. that really was supporting him when he was locked up. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't a good look, man. He was in there pillow talking to Mariah the Scientist. He even was talking bad about Mariah. You know what I'm saying? Like, found out, you know, Young Thug was kind of like, you know, in there like cheating on Mariah type shit. You know what I'm saying? So Young Thug just ain't been moving right since he got out, right? And I think his interview with Big Bank, I think that just made it even worse, man. Like, he wasn't taking any type of accountability. And to be honest, bruh, you know, it's funny how Young Thug says, you know, nigga acting like he the victim. He kind of is the victim, because when Gunna signed the YSL Records, he didn't sign the YSL to be a criminal. He signed the YSL to be an artist, right? He signed the YSL to be an artist that makes music, puts out singles, puts out albums, and tours around the world. He didn't sign the YSL because he knew that Young Thug was out here putting hits on people and, you know, getting Lil Wayne's tour bus shot up. That's not what he signed up for. And Gunna don't really be in his music, you know, making gangster music. Like, Gunna is like a swag artist. Like, Gunna, you know, makes drip swag music. He's not a gangster rapper. He's not like a street rapper that's out here rapping about committing crimes and harming people. You know what I'm saying? Gunna don't even make that type of music. Gunna don't even talk like that. Like, if you listen to a Gunna interview, you know, he seems like a chill, laid back, you know, cool nigga. You know what I'm saying? Young Thug is the one that be in songs, you know, talking about, you know, committing violence against people and shit like that. So in a way, he is a victim, because you put your artist in a situation that they never should have been in the first place. Now let Young Thug tell it. Young Thug claims that Gunna does claim to be a street nigga, right? Like Gunna does claim to, you know, be associated in that lifestyle. I haven't really heard it or seen it. You know, obviously Young Thug knows Gunna way better than me, so if he's saying that, then, you know, we should believe him. But at the end of the day, man, I think Young Thug should take responsibility for his actions. You know, as far as we know, Gunna didn't do any violence to anybody in the city of Atlanta, as far as we know, right? Young Thug is the one that was telling Lil Woody and all them to do that shit. You feel me? So with that being said, man, I think these dudes should squash it. I would love to see Young Thug and Gunna do songs again, but I just know it's not going to happen, because if Young Thug was to do that, then it would mess up his face card as a street artist. Like, as a street artist, right? Like, as a gangster rapper, once somebody rats, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You can't really have any ties to them. You can't do music with them, because if you do, then people are not going to respect you. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when Kodak Black did the song with 6ix9ine and Boosie called him out for it, right? I don't have a problem with Kodak Black doing the song with 6ix9ine, but, you know, Boosie felt some type of way about that. You know, Boosie tried to sign Kodak, you know, right around the time he blew up, and Boosie said, as a street artist, you know, that's not a good look. You out here doing songs with rats and you shot a music video with 6ix9ine. Boosie felt like that was a horrible look for Kodak Black, you know? So that's my thoughts on this, man. Shout out to Gunna. You know, the reality of the situation is, bruh, Gunna's hot, and it's looking like Young Thug is falling off, man. And I think the best thing Young Thug could do for his rap career is to publicly squash this beef with Gunna. I know he might not do it, but the best thing to do is to go back to making songs with Gunna, man. Drop a collaboration album with Gunna. And it'll be a good look for the city of Atlanta, man, because for the first time, you know, Atlanta, which everybody has looked at as the most unified, you know, city in the rap game, Atlanta's divided right now. Even though Young Thug and YFN Lucci squashed they beef, like, Atlanta music ain't been hitting the same, bruh. It's not hitting how it used to be hitting. Like, you know, Atlanta's not really looking like the #1 city in the rap game anymore. And I think a lot of that has to do with this Young Thug and Gunna situation. So it's your boy Wavy. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure y'all subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Thank y'all for watching. I'm out.
Yeah, that's up, let it ring, that's the vibe, that's the thing. Wave after wave, we gon' ride, keep it locked, stay in sync. StayWavyTV, you know the name. Ring that bell, let it sing. We out of here, but you know we coming back. Catch me on the next wave.